Hi everybody, welcome to your class. Today we are going to talk about the past perfect. Are you ready? Let's begin. First of all, you should know that we use the past perfect to talk about actions that happened before another action, also in the past. Let me tell you one example. Before this class started, I had gone to the gym. So take a look. These two actions are in the past. I had gone to the gym before the class started. Can you see? Take a look at the next example. My example is the train had left before we arrived at the station. As you can see, both actions are in the past. My first action says the train had left. It was at 8:10. The second action is before we arrived. That second action was at 8:20. Now it's 9 a.m. So, as you can see, we have first the train had left before we arrived at the station. Both actions in the past. In these sentences, it is also possible to use time expressions as just and already. For example, I knocked on Pablo's door, but he had already gone to work. As you can see, I'm using already as a time expression, and it is or we use it before my verb in the past participle. He had already gone to work.
The traffic was bad because a car had broken down on the road.
When we arrived at the stadium, the game had already started.
The bus had just arrived to the station when I bought my ticket.
If you paid attention, the structure of the past perfect is so easy. You just need your auxiliary have and then your verb in the past participle form. Had gone, had played, had visited. Now, what happened in the negative form? So easy. You just need your auxiliary in the negative form. In this case is hadn't, the contraction of had not. We can also use these two time expressions, ever and never. Take a look at this example. It says, last summer was the first time we had ever gone camping. It rained every day. As you can see, we are using had ever gone. We use ever to emphasize that this is the first time something happened.
We traveled overnight from Bangkok. It was the first time I had ever slept on a train.
Now we have Leo was very excited. It was the first time he had never visited Rome. Now we have the expression never. He had never visited, and we use never to emphasize that something hadn't happened before.
Joe had never been bungee jumping until he tried it in Acapulco last month.
Finally, let's take a look at the interrogative form. My example says, had you finished your homework before the movie started? As you can see, I am asking if this first action had happened before the second action. In this case, finished the homework is the action number one, and the movie is the action number two. My other example says, had they already left when you arrived? My action one is that they had left and my action 2, you arrived. Finally, we have, had she ever been to Paris before last summer? As you can see, in this example, we are adding the time expression ever, that it is possible in the interrogative form.
I had recently been accepted at Harvard.
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before.
My brother had left the party by then.
I had never been in the countryside before.
That was the first time I'd ever seen anyone shot.
And well, now you know how to talk about actions that had happened before another action, also in the past. See you next class.